It is time for skincare favorites. I haven't done a favorites video since I did my top 20 of 2020, and so we've got months of favorites here. So these are the things that have stood out in 2021 so far. If you're new here, my name is Penny. I'm a master esthetician in Portland, Oregon, and I love everything to do with skincare, self-care, all of it. So I do hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. And I do hope you will follow me over on Instagram because I'm doing all kinds of casual content. If you're not over there yet, you guys, you should be. The Reels thing is so fun. I'm having such a good time sharing that. So I encourage you to check that out. I'm going to put the link to my Instagram in the description box, and I hope to see you over there as well. Okay, let's get into this. I'm going to start with my very favorite thing of the favorites for 2021 so far, and that is this mask from Elemis. This little mask has stolen my heart. It is a fulvic acid mask. Now, if you're not familiar with fulvic acid, I'm going to do an entire video on it, but essentially fulvic acid is not an alpha hydroxy acid. It is not like hyaluronic acid. It's an organic acid, and essentially it is trace minerals, and it comes from the decay of plants or flowers, you know, that kind of thing. And what it does for your skin is amazing things. It can help with the penetration of the other things that you put on your skin. It can help with the balance of your skin. It's an antioxidant. It is antibacterial. It is just amazing. It really can help with the glow factor. This mask in particular, I noticed that when I put it on, first of all, it's very energizing. It has that feeling, but not in the way that you're wondering if your face is on fire or if this is questionable as to whether it should be on your face. It's not that. It actually feels just energizing, and it's black. So there's that. I'll show you guys. It's black. So you're supposed to take it off with a dark towel, FYI. And I'm telling you guys, what it does for the skin is something magical. I don't know. And I just, it's beautiful. I can feel it it's kind of cooling almost, but like I said, not in the way that is detrimental to your skin. When you take this off with a warm towel, the skin looks energized. It looks refined. It just looks better. It is one of the best masks I've come across in a long time. I mean, a really long time. So I'm super excited about it. This is definitely, so far, my favorite find of 2021, for sure. It says you can use it 1 to 2 times a week, and I literally have to hold myself back from wanting to use it like every morning, and I'm not, but I want to. I really do want to. It has peptides in there. It has all kinds of really great skin-loving ingredients. I just love it. I love it. So that is my number 1 favorite. Next up, and now I'm going to have this black on my hand this whole time because I don't have a towel, but the next thing is probably my next favorite. That is this moisturizer from the brand Belay. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Belay. This is their Bio Complex Moisturizer. This is a beautiful, very simple but beautiful moisturizer. It's 2 ounces. It's in a pump. That alone is fantastic. The packaging is wonderful. But what I really love about it is the first ingredient in here is aloe, and then it has, you know, like squalane in there, and it has shea. It has all of the usual suspects that are just really good for your skin. It does have some green tea in there, likely just performing really backup dancer kind of antioxidant. It's just beautiful. And the thing about this one that I like the most is that it plays extremely well under makeup. It really looks good under makeup. I am really enjoying it. I'm putting this on over a couple serums. I don't find that I get a bunch of pilling or anything like that, and it just looks beautiful with my makeup. I am loving this too. This was a really great find. I found this in the last month or so, and it's definitely taken the place of any other moisturizer in my rotation. I always use this one right now, so that tells me it's a favorite for sure. From that same brand, I've tried many things from that same brand, and several of them are still in the testing phase, so I can't say if they're hits or misses yet. None of them appear to be misses, but I can't say that any of the others are hits yet, except for this one. This is their dark spot solution. So essentially what this is, you guys, is a niacinamide serum. The second ingredient in here is niacinamide. They say that it can help with dark spots because of the niacinamide and plankton. The plankton is way down the list, but the niacinamide in this as the second ingredient is just beautiful. The way that they have formulated this is not sticky, it's not goopy, it's a serum. So it's a serum, but you can see it's not super thick and goopy. So if you've been on the hunt for a good new niacinamide serum, this one it's just lovely because it just disappears into your skin. And like that the niacinamide is the second ingredient in the deck, that tells me that essentially this is a niacinamide serum. Now, niacinamide, if you're not familiar, is vitamin B3. It can help with your barrier function. It can help with the appearance of your pores. It definitely can also obviously help with dark spots. This one, they actually marketed a little bit toward people with PIH. So if you are somebody who has acne and when the acne pimple goes away, you're left with a dark mark, this is supposed to help with that. But honestly, I use it for my general hyperpigmentation and I find it to be wonderful for that. The way that I've been using this is I use this primarily in my nano sessions. I really like it. The price point is fantastic. So I feel good, you know, using a lot of it with nano. So that is another favorite from that line. Next up, this should not be a shocker because I've been talking about this all over the place, is this Vital Earth Minerals Fulvic Mist. My friend Andrew turned me on to another Fulvic mist that is unfortunately sold out, so I ended up picking this one up and it is lovely. It is a very, very simple mist that is pretty much fulvic acid in I think reverse osmosis water or something like that, but it is fulvic acid. Now, fulvic acid, like I said, with the Elemis, this, you can see the rabbit hole that I went down, is again, really, really good to help, especially in a mist, to help other things penetrate better. So if you are somebody who likes THD version of vitamin C, so the oil soluble version of vitamin C, but sometimes that can feel not as cosmetically elegant on the skin, try mixing it with fulvic acid or spraying your face first with fulvic acid and then applying your oil soluble products. It will help the kind of consistency become more cosmetically elegant, but it also helps those products to penetrate better and just perform better in general. Fulvic acid is seriously, to me, if I could pick an ingredient that is a favorite for so far in the year 2021, it's fulvic acid for sure. I am 100% down that rabbit hole. I cannot express to you how many fulvic acid products I actually have, and not only in my bathroom, but also in my kitchen. I've just been buying them up so I can test them out because I'm so intrigued and sure that fulvic acid is one of those things that we should have in our diet and that we should have also in our skincare. So this is definitely a big favorite. And I use this, by the way, morning and night. I spray it on my skin. I'm using it prior to skincare in general because I know it's going to help that skincare work better. The other thing about this is that it's really, really good as a conductivity gel booster. I mean, like really, really good. So anytime I'm doing my microcurrent sessions, now what I'm doing is I'm using my conductivity gel, which is still my Mieux. That is still my favorite. I love that. I love that conductivity gel so much. But now I am spraying the fulvic acid spray along the way instead of water. And it is just boosting my entire session like nobody's business. I am so excited about it. And the way that I know that is that I've tested it a couple times with an EMS device, which I'm not telling you to get EMS, but I can tell the difference in the strength of the EMS as soon as I spray fulvic acid on, which those trace minerals are just boosting conductivity. So in that regard alone, as a conductivity gel booster, this has become a favorite. It's just really cool, you guys. You can probably tell that I'm super excited about it. Next thing that is a favorite is two products. I'm going to share them at the same time because you're probably tired of hearing about one of them. One of them is my Queen 7-in-1. Okay, I know I've talked about this so much that it's kind of gotten probably ridiculous. The reason why this is now on my favorite list again is because I'm still using it. I've purchased backups and all of that, but they changed it out to a pump. And that just was thrilling. When I got it in the mail and I saw the pump, I was so ecstatic, you guys. Okay, so the thing that I've been using it with is the Touch. This is the azelaic acid 10%. It also is kojic acid, niacinamide, and tranexamic acid. This is kind of like a gel cream consistency, perfectly great all by itself, but I love taking about a pea size of this Touch, a couple pumps of the Queen, and I mix them together and it becomes this serum gel consistency that I find to be so elegant, disappears, gives my skin almost like this refined look just because of the consistency. And I know that cocktail of glutathione and tranexamic acid and azelaic acid and kojic and all of that stuff is going to help with my pigment. I have noticed an improvement in my pigment overall in the last 6 months, just gradually getting better and better. I had this really big improvement a couple years ago, and then my skin has kind of been stagnant. Occasionally I'll get some hyperpigmentation will pop up and then I have to fix it and that kind of stuff. But I feel like it got to a certain point and it wasn't getting any better. I could still see some of my previous sun damage and whatnot, and I couldn't get past it, you know, all the way past it. I feel like this is helping to improve it, just take it to the next level. Part of that, I think, is because I'm able to use it both morning and night. And I absolutely 100% know that whatever pigment inhibitor you are using, you need to be using a constant dose. So if it's something that you can't use morning and night, you need to find something that you can use at night and something in the morning, or something that you can use morning and night and it won't wreck your skin or you won't feel irritated, because that's not a good thing either. This one for sure, I think that's part of the reason why I love it so much. I can use it morning and night, no problem, never any irritation. This one, I usually use cocktailed in the morning with this one, and then this one is just at night. And I know that I'm getting that constant dose of pigment inhibiting, and I'm sure that that is part of the reason why I'm starting to notice a subtle improvement on my pigment that I haven't seen for a long time. I haven't seen any extra progress, and I'm attributing it to these two things, which is pretty cool. Next up is a product from Dr. Jart. This is the Cicapair. This is their SPF 30. The thing about this, you guys, is I have seen other people talk about this for a really, really long time, and I finally bit the bullet and picked some up. It is actually a slightly green tinted SPF 30. Now, what you do need to know is it has a slightly medicinal scent that, in my opinion, kind of fades off after a little while. I only use this on my neck. My neck gets a little bit of poikiloderma. I have poikiloderma on the sides, and poikiloderma is essentially sun damage that is typically on the sides of your neck, maybe your lower neck. It can be on your décolleté. I, in particular, have something called poikiloderma of Savate, which is just sun damage. It causes you to get a little bit of pink or red, a little bit of atrophied skin, a little bit of hyperpigmentation, maybe a little bit of hypopigmentation. All the way around, it kind of gives this mottled skin look, as in not exactly, just clarity. But what stands out the most to me with poikiloderma of Savate is the redness. And you can kind of just spot somebody when they have the redness there, they have the redness here, and then underneath the chin, because we're literally shaded by our chin, this part won't have any damage. That is typical poikiloderma of Savate. This is super, super nice because it is zinc and titanium dioxide. That is the filters that are in there, and then that green color helps to counteract the red. So for me, on my neck, I don't use it on my face because I don't actually have a lot of redness on my face anymore. Sometimes I will get a little bit pink, but mostly it's my neck and my décolleté. Well, I need to have some SPF in those areas anyway, which I'm going to share a favorite body SPF that I have been using, but this is really nice because it color corrects my neck. Now, don't be scared of the green. It actually doesn't look green at all. What happens is the green and the red are complementary on a color wheel, and essentially they come to the middle and they look neutral. So this really can make the neck just look a lot better. So if you have poikiloderma, trust me when I tell you that you might worry about, necklace lines and all these other things, but just getting the skin to look an even tone can improve the appearance of the neck, full stop. But the other thing is we're also protecting our neck in the process with the SPF of 30. So that has been a big time favorite of mine. I am doing a body care video. I'm working on my entire body care protocol, and this didn't get into that video, and yet it is definitely something that I am using almost like makeup. It's like it is just in addition to the skincare, even though an SPF is of course skincare. So I'm really, really enjoying that a lot. Now for my face, for SPF, I've actually been using, because I've been working inside a lot and literally not leaving my house quite often, my Ilia. You guys have asked me so many times what foundation I'm using. This is almost always the foundation I've been using lately. It is a serum foundation, okay? Super duper hydrating. It is an SPF of 40 and it's lovely. I'm telling you, if you're a dry skin person, this is one of those foundations that's like heaven sent. It's so pretty. It's definitely, you know, very natural and dewy. If you are an oily skin person, I don't think that you would like this because it is very hydrating and very dewy. And I've said that before. If you're combo, get a sample because, you know, just to make sure. If you're normal and you like the dewy look, you might love this. And this bottle goes forever. But I really do love the fact that it is an SPF of 40. I think that that's fantastic. And the way they formulated it is to actually be an SPF of 40. So that's super cool too. It's just beautiful, you guys. It provides a beautiful look. It's easy to pull down your neck if you want to. And because it's a serum, it's just spreadable. You can use your fingers. It makes it so easy. I love it. If you are, like I said, if you're normal, you might like this. If you're normal to dry or dry, it's like a godsend. It is so good. So that has definitely been my favorite foundation slash SPF that I've been using. I still love my CeraVe, of course, but this is the one I've been wearing a lot because I haven't really been leaving the house a lot, and I'm pretty comfortable with the SPF 40 in that one. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, last couple things, you guys. This one is going to be in my body care video, and it is, I'm not going to go on and on about it, but this is the glycolic acid wash from Touch. This is hands down my favorite body wash now. This has become, it has beat out every other body wash I've used ever. It is so good. It is a glycolic acid 15%, salicylic acid 2% body wash. It has a very subtle citrus scent and it's just lovely. I am using it mostly over some, you know, exfoliation gloves. I like to use it with that. I also like to use it with my PMD clean. And then I also have a couple like brushes in the shower that I might use if I really need to work the back of my arms. It is such a great body wash. I used to love a body wash called Keratone. I've mentioned it on this channel before. Well, you can't find it anymore. So I kind of have purchased 2 or 3 others that just didn't make the cut. They weren't great. The scent wasn't good, or I didn't like the consistency, or they just didn't perform well. This one definitely performs well. You can tell that your skin is in better shape. I can tell, and maybe part of it is because now I have this whole shower ritual that I do with chemical and physical exfoliation. I have no more KP at all on the back of my arms at all. It's not there anymore. I can tell that my tone and texture is improving. I am doing a full body protocol, but this is definitely integral to that whole thing, and it is a huge favorite. It's one of those skincare products that I really look forward to using. So that is the Touch body wash. Next, on the same lines with the body, and you're gonna see in my body video that I use my Alpha, and I'm just out of my Alpha, so I picked up the Touch KP body lotion, and I have to say that as much as I have loved that Alpha skincare for years, it's just a really great body lotion. This one's better. They are neck and neck, but this one's better. And the reason why I think that this one is better is because the consistency of this is silk. I mean, you put it on, and I use my glycolic acid in the morning on my body, the lotion. So I don't want something that's super thick that might stick to my clothes or anything like that. And I'm layering other products on with it. So I really don't want something thick so that I feel like I have heavy layers. You guys, this is the nicest body lotion. It literally feels like silk. And like I said, it is glycolic acid 12%, salicylic acid 2%. So this would be fantastic if you get body breakouts. This would be great if you're trying to alleviate some crepey skin. If you're trying to improve hyperpigmentation, that's one of the things that I'm working on. If you're trying to improve, you know, fine lines and stuff, also what I'm trying to work on my décolleté. Lovely. And it comes with a pump. This line, I know I've said it before, but this entire Touch line is just wonderful. I really am impressed with the whole entire line. If you haven't checked out Touch, I really recommend. They make some really fantastic products at great price points, which is super cool. I used to use Obagi Carafine. You guys, a bottle or a tube of that Carafine is $60 some, and I would plunk that down because I really liked it. It's a glycolic acid moisturizer, and it does last for a really long time. This, I would use this, if they were the same exact price, I would pick this one every single time over. It is so lovely. The consistency is so lovely. So that is the Touch KP Exfoliating Lotion. So that's why I'm saying that this is just part of the routine. Definitely be on the lookout for that video because I go through my entire body protocol because I'm also doing kind of a décolleté challenge where I took before pictures and I'm going to report back after 30 or 40 days, depends on how my filming goes. And we're going to see how far I can get with, you know, alleviating hyperpigmentation, improving my décolleté. And I'm going to share my entire protocol in that body video. And I filmed that body video when I still had a little bit of the alpha left. And right after I finished that video, which you're not going to see for a couple weeks, I started using this. So it's probably going to fill backwards in your time frame, not mine. This is excellent. So I will list this when I do that body video so that people know that they have a choice between the two. The last couple things, this body moisturizer is amazing. I have fallen in love with this drugstore moisturizer that is an SPF of 60. Again, this actually has an incredibly similar texture to this. It's super duper silky and lightweight. And for being an SPF of 60, a lot of times sunscreen, unfortunately, is super thick and goopy, especially body sunscreen. This one isn't. It is so elegant to wear that I look forward to using it as a body sunscreen. And honestly, like everywhere else, if we want to improve the skin on our body, we have to protect it from the sun. We just have to get into that habit or else we will make no progress whatsoever. So I have dedicated myself. I've been doing this body routine for a while now, and this is lovely. It does have a scent. It dissipates pretty quickly and it's not offensive in any way, but it isn't fragrance free. So that is something important to know. But SPF of 60 is awesome and it is great. This is 12 ounces and it has a pump. It's just a lovely body moisturizer with a really hefty SPF, which I love. This spring and this summer, I am not going to let my guard down, literally. I am going to protect my décolleté, my neck, my arms. I'm going to do it all and try and get through the spring and summer without adding more damage. I'm going to be 48 this year and it is time to get super duper serious about the skin on the body. If we want to protect our skin from textural changes, from hyperpigmentation, from crepiness, all of those things, we got to protect it from the sun. So I've been loving this one too. In fact, I have not found a body sunscreen that I've ever liked better than that one. So that says a lot. I've tried many, and I love that it's from Aveeno. Aveeno is a great brand and it's an affordable brand or accessible. You could probably find that at Walmart or at Target, and that's super cool too. I want to share two favorites from the makeup category and one fail with you because, yeah, I have a couple that are standouts and I have a standout fail. So I want to share that with you. The first thing is this eyeshadow stick. I get asked all the time what eyeshadow I am wearing, and 9 times out of 10, it is this by Terry Ombre Blackstar in Bronze Moon. I've worn this for years and I love it. It is literally one of the easiest things to do in the world. It's kind of a platinum bronze type of product. And I know that there's a lot of these on the market. This one has literally been in my makeup bag for, I don't know, 10 years. I mean, not this one, obviously. I've purchased multiples. It is just the prettiest color. First of all, it is a beautiful bronze color, right? Well, you can put it on. I can literally put it all over my eyelid and then do this on my eyelid, and it gives this wash of beautiful bronze. And once it sets, at least for me, it goes nowhere. And then I could put this underneath my lower lash line and kind of smudge it out, and that's it. It's an entire eye makeup look with some mascara and I'm done. And it's so funny because I will get people that'll be like, oh, what's your eye look? And I'm like, oh my God, I literally slapped on a crayon and used my fingers and that was it. That is why this is a favorite. It has become one of the things that I just gravitate towards. I've had it for so many years, but I've worn this so much in the last couple of months, probably because it's so incredibly easy and it's kind of bulletproof. This is definitely a favorite. The other one is this blush from Honest Beauty. This has been in a favorites before, sometime maybe a year ago. I still love it, you guys. And to me, it screams spring. and I'm just all about it right now. I am so ready for spring. I'm ready to reconnect with people. I'm ready for barbecues and camping and boating. I'm just ready. I'm ready for the kids to get outside. I'm sure you're there with me. I'm ready for it. This is spring in a blush, and this is the color Peony Pink. So it's a cream. And honestly, I don't know if you can see right there, it just brings life to your face. It looks beautiful. It flushes the cheek without making you look, so I have it on right now, flushes the cheek without making you look like you have too much blush on, but it kind of looks like, you know, just a little bit of a color on your cheeks. I'm wearing it today over my Ilia. This is pretty much what I'm wearing all the time. And they play really, really nicely together and give just kind of a natural finish to the face, which I find to be more flattering as I'm getting older. So this was a big favorite. The last thing, we'll end on a fail, which is really unfortunate, is from Victoria Beckham. I broke down and bought the mascara from Victoria Beckham, and I thought that maybe this little wand would be really great. Like it would get all the little lashes, and maybe I could use it on my lower lash because I love, love, love MAC's Extended Play Giga Lash. It comes in a little blue tube, but that's been a favorite of mine forever, and it is a little tiny wand like this. This was one of the most expensive mascaras that I've ever splurged on, and oh my gosh, it's terrible. It hardly does anything to your eyelashes. I was actually kind of surprised. I was so let down because it was so expensive and I was so excited about it. Anyway, this was a huge fail, and I wanted to share this one because I do really like Victoria Beckham. I like the eyeshadow bricks, and there are several things that I do like from the line. So I know I've talked about that before, so I thought it's kind of important also to share when things are a complete dud. If you love this, let me know. Is there some way that you're using it that you're able to get some lashes? I do have a primer from Lancome. I'm gonna see if I can put this over that and maybe make it work, but I've tried several times and it's so lackluster. It's so like, do I even have eyelashes, that it's just not good. It's just not good. And at that price point, it literally should be like false lashes. Anyway, so that was unfortunately a fail. I hope that you're having a wonderful March so far, and I hope that you have a wonderful spring, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.